Greetings, my name is Frank McDonald. I'm the Instructional Officer for Secondary Science in Socorro Independent School District. I am one of our 3 science fair coordinators, and I'd like to thank you for volunteering your time to participate as a judge in our Socorro Independent School District science fairs. We are running virtual and we are using Google Classroom as a platform, so I wanted to provide you with a tutorial of how to, number one, access the Google Classrooms and then how to go about judging. So I'm going to get started today, and I'm going to show you our Google Classroom. So this is how you can access Google Classroom. Right now I'm on a Google page, and I am logged in under an account, and you can access through the waffle here, and you can hit Google Classroom here, or you can even type in Google Classroom into the search bar and see what comes up there. So this is here. You can click that. This is the Science Fair Google. This is the Google Classroom. Each one of these classrooms coincides with a category in our Science Fair. I do have my sandbox here. This is where I practice stuff, and we're going to work in there. But each one of these classes, there's 21 classes because there are 21 categories in the Science Fair. What I've asked of you as a science fair, potential science fair judge, is for a Gmail address, and the reason being is, let me show you. You will be invited to be a teacher within a class. So here is what this is just an example of of how the class is set up. So I am in my sandbox class, and I have invited myself in another Google account to become a judge. So I would invite you using the Gmail address that you were providing me to be a judge. So what does it look like on the judge's end? So I'm going to pull up another an account, and I'm going to go to Google, and I'm going to go to my Gmail. And in my Gmail, I have received an invitation to join as a teacher. So I'm going to join, and I'm going to accept this. So now when I come back here and I refresh, I am now a judge on that in that sandbox. So I would be able to go to the sandbox, and here's my sandbox here, and this is where I could start doing my work. Now, as a judge, what you're going to be responsible for is you would be given an assignment as either Judge 1 or Judge 2, because each project is judged by 2 judges, and you would be given a category assignment. So in this case, the category would be the sandbox, and I'm going to go to classwork, and I'm going to say that I am Judge 1. I've been given the assignment for Judge 1. So I can click on Judge 1 here, and there would be an assignment that I could look for. Let me give you another example. I have several that are already up. So here is our animal science. So if I was assigned animal science, I could go to classwork, and then I could look at the assignments here for Judge 1, and I can see that there have been 6 projects that have been turned in, and I can click on those, and here are the 6 that are here. Now the kids are uploading their projects. They should be videos. Some of the videos were created in PowerPoint. They all did a PowerPoint presentation, but how they uploaded them can vary. We ideally wanted them to record video on a PowerPoint, save it as a video, and then upload it using a link. Now, some have used links from their Google accounts or from their SISD OneDrive accounts, so it may vary. You may get videos, you may get PowerPoints. So in the case that you get a PowerPoint, you would play it. You would play it like a slideshow, and hopefully the video would be able to play through there. So if I click on this student here, I will have access to the video, and I can watch the video as it plays here. More importantly, I do have access to a rubric in which I can see the information that I need to see to judge the rubric here as well. So the way I would score it is if I was looking at says research problem, and I'm looking at the research problem, I could score it from 5 to 1 points. And all it is me clicking, and you can see that it starts to fill in. The student got a 5 out of 5, and I'm going to leave that alone. And then you can see how it's starting to score the student's score. It's starting to fill in. So you can see that I have a variety of things I can choose from, but you're not given complete information here. Well, let me go back real quick. Here, and I'm going to go back to our main page. There's a couple different ways to access it. So here I'm Judge 1. Let me go back to the instructions. Here we go. So here's our rubric. And now the rubric says you can see a clear description. So research problem, clearly focused, and contributions were identified. If it's an engineering problem, you would look at practical need for engineering. And now I can go through, and as I'm watching the video, I can kind of toggle back and forth and see which each one is, and I can start to score here on the rubric that's embedded into it. Once I've clicked and I've decided on everything, I can hit return, and the scores are entered. So on our end, on my end, as the district coordinator, I can see what scores have been entered, and I can start to do my calculations on my end. You can also leave comments. Remember, these we are working with middle school and high school students, so please be constructive with your comments. If you choose to leave comments, we don't want necessarily negative comments to go back. The students will see them immediately as soon as you return it. If there are parts of their project that potentially they could have refined, that would be a great way to approach it. I always take the approach of grows and glows. Glows being what were the good things about it, grows being what could have been improved upon a little bit. But we do want them to get that feedback, so that way, if they choose to move forward next year and use the same project, they can take that into consideration. And this is basically how your science fair judging will work. There are a variety of categories, and I will do my best based on the expertise that you guys are in to put you into a field where you will feel comfortable with what it is that you're judging. So again, I do have my information will be included in the emails, my cell phone number, my email address. If there's any issues, please feel free to reach out and contact me. We also have quite a bit of judges that potentially we may have to have backup judges. So maybe you'll get more information later on in the week. So I'm hoping to send out information prior to judging to letting you know exactly what category and which judge you are. We also, once all the judging is finished, we do have sweepstakes judging, in which we take those 21 categories and we put them into 3 more general categories of life, physical, and engineering. And we determine the best projects out of the number 1 projects of each of those 21 categories that we place into those general categories to determine the best life project, the best engineering project, the best physical project. And I'll be reaching out to 9 of you to determine to see if you can help with sweepstakes judging. So if you are receive information about doing sweepstakes judging, you won't have any judging to do during the early part of the week, and hopefully when all the judging is done and we can put the kids into those 3 general categories, the number 1s in each of the 21 categories into the 3 general categories, then you would get information probably closer to the weekend, next weekend, to do the judging. And in that case, you would watch the presentations and you would rank the students from best project to from absolute best project, and then second best project, and so on and so forth. But thank you again for volunteering. These fairs cannot happen without you, and we would we'd love to continue to have your support. And if you have any questions, please reach out. Thank you.